right, John and Christina, good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. But we're looking at Angeles National Forest. We've got a gorgeous sunrise shaping up outside. And further off into the valleys and around the coast, we are waking up to very thick fog. The view from LAX. Please be careful on those coastal freeways. We have very limited visibilities. We have dense fog advisories from Los Angeles County down towards Orange County, up the coast around Ventura County, and even into the San Gabriel Valley. That continues until 10 a.m. We're expecting that fog to really start to break up between 10 and 11. Here's a look at the temperatures right now. Low 50 to an area of high pressure that's building into the Pacific, and then an area of low pressure that's dropping down from the northwest, something that we call an inside slider. Back to today, it's going to be beautiful weather. Again, the fog breaking up between 10 and 11. Downtown will be in the low 70s. The beaches will be in the mid 60s. Valley spots low 70s. Mountain areas in the mid 50s. High desert mid 60s, and low desert's very comfortable in the upper 70s. Back to you.
Okay, Bri, thanks.
For you, the KABC7 traffic alert we were telling you about all morning long, that has cleared at the 605 and Highway 60. It looks like the roadways have cleared, so now you can expect smooth sailing, but there is still very dense fog in that area, so be careful. Now we want to show you by LAX, where we also have very thick fog this morning. This is the 105 at Crenshaw.
30 years ago always comes up. Yeah, there was a whale that was beached, and they decided to get rid of it by blowing it up, and it blew up everything, and everybody was covered with whale stuff. It was just a huge fiasco. Yeah, disaster. So fortunately, nobody's trying that locally.
Seagulls, much better.
It is, but it's a story
that's a great thing to wake up to with your morning coffee. Blow up whale chunks.
As bad as the smell from this one too. I hear the smells pretty bad.
But you know, I really wish that they took the skeleton and they donated it to a museum or maybe a classroom of some sort. You know, some people are going down there and collecting the vertebrae and collecting the bones, but I think that should be donated.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
They probably have plenty of those on display already, I'd imagine.
You can never have enough, John.
That's right. Never have whale bones. All right, Bri, what's the weather
weather's
like?
looking pretty nice.
So the better option is to blow it up.
No, don't blow it up. You know what'll happen.
I don't know how to segue into this. We've got fog out there. We have dense fog advisories across the 10 a.m. The fog's made its way into the San Gabriel Valley. Please be careful driving this morning. Yesterday morning, we saw it creeping into the IE this morning. It's moving a little bit further to the north around the San Gabriel Valley, and plenty of fog along the coastal freeways. Here's a look at the dense fog advisories that we have in issue for Orange County, Los Angeles County, and Ventura counties until 10 a.m. Also that San Gabriel Valley until 10 a.m. We should see that fog and the low clouds lift between 10 and 11. Here's a look at the temperatures right now. Mid 50s. The IE may see winds gusting around 60 miles per hour through some of the canyon passes. Also, we have fire weather watches across the Southland today. That starts tomorrow, continues through Monday. The Santa Ana winds are just going to dry us right out, so please be careful. And the reason being is we have this area of high pressure building into the Pacific, and then something that we call an inside slider. So this low pressure system is going to move in from the north and kind of set itself up in the Great Basin area. Then we're going to see those strong offshore winds coming in from the northeast, drying us out, and that's going to create a little bit of warming for the valley spots. Here's a look at the highs today. Upper 60s. Christina, good morning, everyone. Well, right now we're seeing clear conditions around the Burbank area and the San Fernando Valley. Gorgeous sunrise is shaping up outside, but then further you head to the coast, the thicker that fog is. Here's looking to Long Beach. We've got very limited visibilities in some areas. Be careful driving. You can see this really just low clouds around the Long Beach area, so the roads here are not too bad, but if you head around LAX or even down to the south around Orange County, we are picking up very dense low-level fog. Here's a look at the low clouds extending into the San Gabriel Valley. We have a dense fog advisory for Orange County, Los Angeles County, and Ventura coastal areas, and the San Gabriel Valley starting to see that fog move in as well. Temperatures right now, mid-50s around downtown LA, 48 degrees in Ontario, chilly in Riverside at 36 degrees this morning, and in the mid-40s around the Van Nuys area. Big Bear, 18 degrees, very cold there. We've got some snow making in the Big Bear area and Mount Summit, which is really exciting. Also, we're expecting very strong winds to start tomorrow and into Monday. In fact, we've got these high wind warnings in place. I'll have details on that in my 7-day forecast a little bit later. Back to you.
All right, thanks.
Gangnam Style, John, I think of you.
Now I need to know why.
Because you do the dance so well.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. Anyways, we've got a traffic collision, unfortunately, at the 605 South at Valley Boulevard. It's the on-ramp to the 605 South. We have an overturned vehicle, and that is blocking the on-ramp in that area, so you might want to head further down the road and avoid that Valley Boulevard on-ramp. Now let's take a look outside. Very thick fog in the San Gabriel Valley, and this is the 10 at Baldwin Park.
Out there yesterday. Let's hope that continues next week as well.
Yeah, hopefully he's resting up too, because that's a very long day. The 4:30 to 6:30. Yeah. But I mean, he did a great job.
Those elf tights get a little uncomfortable by the end of the day.
I'm sure maybe they keep him like upright or
I was
something.
thinking
We don't want to delve too far into it, Bri. I don't think. We don't.
Yeah, we're going to stop right there.
I just want to talk about
he
the
did
beautiful
a great
morning.
job. Yeah, I mean, he
shaping up.
Absolutely, and it's going to be great next week too. So you definitely want to head out to our next Spark of Love toy drive. But back to the weather, we do have dense fog advisory. 54 degrees, 56 degrees around Long Beach, and Van Nuys coming in at 45 degrees this morning. Here's look the low clouds and the fog making its way into the San Gabriel Valley, Orange County included in that, and even along the coast around PCH for Malibu and up towards the Oxnard area. If you are heading on the coastal freeways, be careful. We've had several reports of collisions due to the dense fog. And dense fog advisories along the coast until 10 a.m. and for the San Gabriel Valley until 10 a.m. And then the Santa Ana winds kick in for tomorrow and into Monday. That's going to dry us right out. Those offshore winds pushing from the northeast to the southwest. We have high wind warnings everywhere in the gold color that you're seeing across the mountain areas into the IE, Orange County included in that. That continues through Monday evening. Also fire weather watch in that tan color, and that's for the entire Southland. Now the reason being is an area of high pressure building in from the Pacific, and we also have something called an inside slider that's moving in from the north. As it drops down into the Great Basin, we'll start to see those offshore winds start to develop. We want to show you that with our future scan. So this is an area of high pressure over in the Pacific. You can see the circle here, kind of a ridge shape, and then an area of low pressure, a trough, starts to dip down into the Great Basin. That's going to bring those offshore winds, the winds coming in from the northeast, pushing to the southwest. It's going to warm up our temperatures across the valleys just a few